with our guys Phoenix. They're back after 5 years. Dave, we talked about TMO back in 2017. That was like early pod days. That was like when we
Yeah,
first started doing
year two.
video, I
First
think.
video year back in the day.
Crazy. And now they're back. And Dave, are you happy to have Phoenix back?
Honestly, yes. Shout out the nation of France giving us Phoenix because I thought Alpha Zulu was good.
Yeah,
I thought it
I
was
thought
real
it was
good.
really good.
you know,
TMO was a bit of I don't want to say letdown, but it just was like I don't know. It felt
Shift.
yeah, I felt it was a shift. It felt a little listless. It felt a way more poppy than anything we had gotten from them. So it was like, huh, how are we making sense of this? And Alpha Zulu, I think, is them really coming into their own with this. I think it should be like noted that it seems like they had some really strong collaborators on this, and one of them is in one of the songs, Ezra Koenig. But they really just seem to be kind of pulling in this new poppier, dancier sound with like some classical Phoenix guitars and drums, and it feels very familiar but also like fun and exciting.
Yeah.
So I found this to be a really enjoyable album. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed a rock album, Dave, especially after you skewered the Backseat Lovers last week. Tell me what you liked about Alpha Zulu.
Well, I think this is Phoenix, which I know the hits like Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix. That sound from them, their breakout album, like 1901, Listomania. People know those hits, but like that's the kind of like indie music that I've always liked the most when it comes to indie music. I like the indie pop stuff more than the indie rock stuff, and Alpha Zulu just really felt like the indie pop that I like. Sounded like it, and it's a brisk 30 minutes, but
Yeah.
honestly, I thought every song was good. Like I quite enjoyed it. I think a big part of that is per most of my indie opinions, I love the tempo on Alpha Zulu. Um, they keep it moving, but the songs are almost always quite lively. And Thomas Mars, he just is a fun vocalist as well, which I think is a big part of me liking indie music. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think it starts right off from the title track in the
Yeah.
first song, Alpha Zulu, where you have those like kind of like spacey, chilly, like synth drums coming in, and then just like the overall like vibe of the song kind of remains that chilliness, but you have just Phoenix like with these amazing not only vocals but like their like shared like energy in the song really comes through, especially in the second half. I felt like, and it's a catchy tune, like "Hoo ha, singing
Yeah,
hallelujah," like
fun vocals for sure.
yeah, totally gets you right off the bat. And then probably my favorite song on the album, unsurprising, is the second song, "Tonight," with
Yeah.
Ezra Koenig, which feels like Phoenix and like the newest version of Vampire Weekend made a baby together. And it was just everything I wanted in.
Father of the Zulu Bride.
Ah, there you go. Nailed it. Um, yeah, I just really enjoyed that, and I think it just elevated them, and I hope they do more collaborations together because I feel like there's a lot more there to dig into. The drum build up on that, leading up to the chorus, is so fun, and then it just has like this classical like Phoenix guitar riff in the chorus, but also like the like funky bass of the Father of the Bride from Vampire Weekend. Just really great. So those two right off the bat caught me. But tell me about the songs that you enjoyed on this.
I like those two songs quite a bit as well. And I thought Alpha Zulu title track starting you right off. It's like oh cool. Tempo,
Yeah.
bass, let's go. Love it. Um I think Ezra sounds great on Tonight. It's like
Hmm.
awesome like vocal pairing there when he comes in on the back half of the song. Um I also quite liked Artifact and Winter Solstice. That one has some slower moments, but I really like the way the song kind of builds itself back up towards the end. Really still brought me back around. um yeah, I think just overall, like, the tempo is really consistent in a good way. um
Yeah.
Identical was actually a song I had heard before because it had released like 2 years ago in
Oh.
a shorter version because it was on the soundtrack to the Sofia Coppola movie On the Rocks, Sophie Coppola, of course, the partner of Thomas Mars. So Identical actually came out a few more minutes tacked on, added to the end of this track list. Funny enough. But I think more than anything, I was like, wow, like to hear the seventh album from a band that's been going for over 20 years and to actually like be this satisfied, it's
Mhm.
pretty rare, you know?
Definitely pretty rare. I just wanted to say, great call on Artifact. I really love just like the like synthy guitar on that is really great, and I think they like have the best Phoenix like guitar riffs on that are just like so like short and concise, but like fit perfectly to the song. I really liked After Midnight, the song before Winter Solstice, a lot. Thought that one was really like zippy and fun. Reminded me of a lot like List of Many in a way. So I thought
Mhm.
that's probably why I really enjoyed it. Overall, I agree with you. I think this album just is great start to finish and it's quick listen. So people should check it out. We'll be adding a song to our Spotify playlist, Nostalgia Best of 2022.